Hello and welcome everybody to another tabletop stream. Sorry that I'm a little bit late than normal. Than my normal time, or at least the time I had originally planned. Uh, fell a little bit behind on some stuff. So we are here to do, we are here to do very simple review. So if you actually seen the last review I just did of Cyberpunk. I believe it was Chromebook 1 and 2. This is pretty much going to be along the same lines. This is going to be dealing with Cyberpunk Chromebook 3 and 4. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. Pull up the picture here while we do talk about it for a little bit. And then maybe I'll show off some of the art. But I got to be very careful about it. So, whoop, there we go. And here we are. Chromebook 1 and 2. Whew. Maybe I gotta dial that down just a little bit. I am not sure. Oh, no, that's not what I meant by dialing it down. You know what? We'll just leave that right there. We're calling it good. All right, so this is going to be Chromebook 3 and 4. So if you guys seen the last review of the last Chromebook I did, this is pretty much going to be along the same lines. This does offer up a bit more things as far as so it does state in here that it does have like 80 new types of cyberware, tech, gear, and electronics, personal computers, vehicles, software, bioware, fashion, robots. This also does another set of full body Borg and cyber decks and new ways of customizing your cyber deck. And you know that this is actually a treat when it comes to that, because we are going to actually talk about cyber decks, a little bit more about cyber decks and how 2020 actually did a little bit more stuff with that in the future books, because there's actually books for that. So when you first actually open up the book, you actually have equipment, items, and stuff for medtechs, Masato tech clothing, the great outdoors, and pharmaceuticals. It actually, offers you a bunch of new ways for you to maximize your metal and actually transform your character and make your character a bit more towards your liking. Medtech stuff, it actually adds something called the Rapid Detox. Some aesthetics. It actually adds in some medicine for you. Medicine to help heal your character and speed up the healing process for the, for when you go out and the Friday night firefights, for you to actually heal and recover to your full capabilities as fast as possible, as well as maintaining stable vitals. Moving forward from there, we actually get up into some more cyberware. We got some retro cyberware, and we got some chipware. This actually adds in a lot more chipware. I do love chipware. Chipware is actually something a little bit, not sure how to call it. Chipware is basically, it helps you enhance your capabilities when you use the chip socket and stuff like that. We do have the Wizard Technologies Remanova Cyberlegs, which... Okay, I think I can show you guys a picture of this. This is going to be actually interesting for you guys to see. Let's see, let me do a screen share here real quick. There we go. And let me get rid of this image here. And the screen share is a bust regardless how. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this is actually some of the other stuff that they add. And it kind of makes it look like... Oh, and then the Verbal Eyes series, Windows of the Soul. Some cyberfacial wear mounts. This just adds in a lot more stuff. And it is along the same artwork, black and white, which gives it that nice old-style feel, like the 1980s, before color became, like, a real thing. We also get some more on some vehicles. I believe we get a hover vehicle. Yep, the Benson Violator Hover Cycle. And we actually get some stats on some vehicles here. That's actually quite very nice. Going down further down the list, we actually get some new stuff for computers, decks, software, and peripherals, such as the Demon Net Running, the new personal computers, new cyber decks, which they do, and then computer improvements with cyber modem improvements and software, as well as stuff for your pets. You get to deck out and chrome up your pets if you want, which is crazy. I don't know why you would want to do that, but let's go forward. Going forward, you get new stuff such as new bots, cyberborgs for full Borgs and ACPAs. as well as maintenance. And then at the end, my personal favorite, price listing. And you know what? It just does not stop there. Going forward, we also get new cyberware and chipware multiple times over. We get a bunch of new things on chips. So I think it's more than 80 different ways. We also get stuff called the extra twist joint mount. I think that's where you can like move your joint like 360 degrees as a cyber limb, full rotation. You also get cyber fingers, the digit cyber fingers, where you get the AI, flesh mount, the flesh mount, the one shot special, the ballpoint finger, and stuff like that. Some really good stuff to look at. And most of the stuff that I'm talking about, doesn't really add much more specification, like, statistics to your character, other than it does shape how your character looks. And then I believe this is where we get some of the world, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's where we get some of the stuff built around the world, there is like some cyberware that is premiered to Russia only, but then yet it can get imported into the United States, and most importantly to Night City. Shit's always crazy when you do stuff like that. And then they do add a little bit of stuff on nanotech. I mean, nanotech was actually in the same lines as the core book, so that's really nothing new there. But you get to a bunch more ways to actually look at stuff. I mean, you look at some of the stuff, and there's some stuff you can add to your character. You get they even have poison glands, tailored pheromones, help you seduce people easier. It's crazy. I do like how I can't show what is being seen because I think it might be kind of sensory or kind of inappropriate. But they kind of do get... Now, you guys got to remember, with Cyberpunk 2020, this is a dark dystopian future, and the human anatomy is kind of important because you are actually replacing your current biological parts with actual chrome and stuff like that. Now, this is pretty much along the same lines as the last Chromebook I did, 1 and 2. So, you're pretty much getting a bunch of new, more tailored stuff to, just some more stuff that you can just add to your, add to your game. So going forward from there, it's not much different. The first section that we talked about is not much different from the second section. It's just adding a lot more stuff for you to look at and stuff that you can add personal to your game. Like you could have your people, you could have your players actually steal an actual vehicle that is like very statistical, you could do the McLaren Jaguar XJ220C police interceptor, and it actually has some statistics about how that works and what kind of security it comes with when it comes to those types of vehicles. Moving forward, I don't think it has much else other than some more net gear. It does have net gear stuff, where we did talk about this, where we're going to get more specific cyber decks, such as the Shadow deck. The gloves and Google interface. It has some peripheral devices as well. And it does get a very bit, I guess, technical. I'm not sure how you would really count for it. So, I mean, whatever you would say. This is kind of a good book to actually have, similar to the last one, because it adds in all this additional stuff for you to actually have your players try out and, basically add to their characters. At the end, it does give you a full price list of the first 2 Chromebooks, or at least the third and the fourth Chromebook, and gives you references to where you can look at for everything. Other than that, it is actually pretty much the same thing as the last Chromebook. Same information is in there, and it's very well informed, so definitely thumbs up. Artwork, definitely thumbs up for the times, because it was the 1990s. They did when they merged the Chromebooks together, they did redigitize it, I think, or digitally enhance it. You can get these right now in our Talsorian games, I think, for $25 for that one. Let me find out real quick. You can get the physical book for $25, or you can do the physical. I always try to promote the physical digital combos. Yep, $25. Physical digital combos, because you always get those, and you can just leave the books on the shelves while you look at the digital stuff, depending on how you play. Most of my people that I play with is a bit over the internet because, well, you know what? Not a lot of gaming shops where I live at. So right now, you can get Chromebook 3 and 4 for $31.25 for the PDF and the digital copy. So, or for the for the PDF and the soft cover copy. A lot of people are actually trying to get hardcovers. I did actually see a lot of that where people were asking about that, but there's, to my knowledge, there's no way on that one anymore. They're all soft covers. So, I will actually post the link, both links for the websites in my description. Now, I did give it, I think, last time it was either an 8 out of 10 for the last one, 8 or 9 out of 10, because these books do add in a lot of material for you, for both as a GM and a player. So I think I said 8 or 9 out of 10, or basically a 4 out of 5. I am going to give it the 4 out of 5 rating, definitely thumbs up, and definitely must have for your games to add in with, to actually add in to your games with your players and you as a GM. It is a very beneficial book to have, and it is kind of like a remock-up of the first two, only with different stuff and different specific gear. So that's basically where we're going to go with that. Without going further into this and sounding like a broken record, which you guys know I do hate that personally, we're going to go with definitely recommend book and definitely worth the buy. 4 out of 5 or 8 out of 10, however you want to look at that. Alright, other than that, that's everything I have at this time. Thank you guys once again for joining me, and remember to work hard, play hard, game on, everybody. Have a great and wonderful evening.